Okay, guys. Eclipse-based Java web application development. Eclipse-based Java web application development. Whatever assignment I have given to you people, the same assignment I want to develop through Eclipse, guys. I think, can I assume that everyone knows Eclipse? Right. I think everyone is aware of Eclipse now. Is there anyone who don't know Eclipse? Everyone is aware of Eclipse, how to install Eclipse and all this stuff. Step number 1. Okay. Keep the Eclipse JWE. Eclipse JWE. Yeah. Okay, guys. Eclipse JWE. Any version of 2019 or 20. Any version of 2019-20. Okay, ready in your computer. Don't worry, if you don't know also, I will explain. Ready in your computer. Yes. Okay, how to keep it ready, boss? Download, you have to download from internet, extract the zip file. Eclipse installation is over. But Eclipse is having two flavors, boss. One is SDK, Standard Development Kit. Using that, we can develop only core Java application. Eclipse JWE, Eclipse JWE, Java Enterprise Edition. Okay, using that we can develop standalone application, web application, distributed application. All types of Java applications are possible. So that's why you should install Eclipse JWE, because today what we are planning to develop is web application. So which is a JWE application. Okay, serious. Eclipse JWE download. Eclipse JWE download. Yes, guys. Eclipse JWE download. Yeah, here are this. 2012, 2020 is there. 2029 is there. 2026 is there. We have a lot of flavors, guys. Anything you can take. So if you want, you can take latest one. 4.18 is the version. You take the latest version. I think I have 1-2 versions before version. Not a issue. Say paste. Keep Eclipse JWE. Keep Eclipse JWE any version in your computer. Okay. Say paste. Okay. Eclipse JWE any version in your computer. Right. Download. Zip file from. Download zip file from. Download zip file from. Okay. From this URL. From this URL. Next, extract the zip file. Extract the zip file. Next, create shortcut on desktop. Create shortcut on the desktop pointing to eclipse.exe file of the above zip extraction. The above zip file extraction. Above zip file extraction. I hope you are understanding my statement here, guys. Create shortcut on desktop pointing to eclipse.exe file of the above zip file extraction. Okay. Yeah, this is the latest version, guys. You can see that list here. Eclipse 2, this one, allow cookies. Why it is not downloading? Eclipse IDE for Java, Eclipse IDE for enterprise Java developers. That's fine. Windows, this one, Mac, this one. Okay. Yes, here we are having option of download, guys. Check it out. Zip download. Asking for a donation. Asking for donation. If you are interested, give. Otherwise, leave it. Okay. I have other version of Eclipse. We can work with that. It's taking time now. Yeah, the Eclipse that we have used in JDBC, if it is Eclipse JWE flavor, okay. If it is not Eclipse Enterprise Edition, JWE flavor, okay, then you have to change it. Otherwise, generally I always suggest you people to install JWE flavor only. Right, guys. Next one, launch Eclipse IDE. Launch Eclipse IDE by choosing workspace folder. By choosing workspace folder. The folder where Eclipse project will be saved. The folder where Eclipse projects will be saved. Okay. Mr. Subham, just now I have explained. Using Eclipse SDK, we can develop only standalone application. Using Eclipse JWE, we can develop standalone application, web applications, enterprise applications, lot of things. Please keep the mind in the classroom. I'm requesting everyone. Okay. Should I write those small things also? I'll write if you ask questions like this. Okay. And that too, Subham belongs to even JDBC and Core Java sessions. Shame on you, Subham. Eclipse SDK, standard development kit, only to develop standalone applications. Only to develop standalone applications. Eclipse is JWE to develop standalone applications, web applications, distributed applications, and etc. Distributed applications and etc. To develop standalone applications, web application, distributed applications, and etc. Okay, Eclipse JWE is very powerful, guys. Right. So what is the folder that I'm going to give, guys? G:/ any location, any name you can give. Workspaces / G:/ workspaces / come on. G:/ workspaces / after that, what next? NTSP, NTAJ, na? Okay, no, ADV Java slash NTAJ 114. NTAJ 114. This is done, guys. Fine. This is the workspace folder. Okay, let's see. I'm closing the Eclipse IDE. I will launch freshly, guys. Otherwise, if you want to work with, you can work with the latest version only. Shall I work with the latest version? Why to take a chance? Show in folder, guys. We got a zip file. Let's work with the latest version only. I'll take the backup of it. Okay. I'm going to take the backup of it. Here is the backup code, guys. Softwares. No, I'm just preserving what I download. I'm preserving, nothing else. Softwares, Eclipse, save paste. Save paste. 2020-012. Nice. So we got extract files. Let me cancel. Extract files, guys. 2020 with the same folder name I want to extract. With the same folder name I want to extract, guys. With the same folder name I want to extract. Eclipse. I'm creating one shortcut on the desktop, guys. Send it to desktop. Send it to desktop. Yes, guys. Here is my Eclipse. Okay, what is this, guys? Here is my Eclipse IDE. Eclipse, what is this? 2020, no, 2020-012. Okay, latest one. Now let me launch it, guys. Let me launch it. I'm launching the Eclipse 2020-012. Okay. Now I have to choose the location, guys. G Drive, Workspaces, Advanced Java, G Drive Workspaces, Advanced Java. This is the folder location. Okay, I want to have one more location, guys. Okay, NTAJ 114. Okay, boss. Yeah, if you have a less configuration, you can use old versions of Eclipse, not an issue. But you will miss some features, no doubt in that. Okay, continue. Step number 3. configure Tomcat 9.x server with Eclipse ID. Okay. To start and stop the server from Eclipse ID. To stop and start the server from Eclipse ID. To simply stop and start the server from Eclipse ID. Right, guys. Window menu, preferences. I'll give the procedure. Server, runtime environment. Right now, no servers are configured. Add Tomcat 9. 10 is there, but we are not ready with the 10. We'll go for 9. Say next. Name is this. Choose the browser. Browse and select the server installation folder. E drive Tomcat 9.x. What is this? Workspace default, workbench default. Whatever default is there, that you should use. Finish. Apply. Okay. So Tomcat server is configured with Eclipse IDE, guys. What server? Tomcat server is configured. What is the procedure, guys? Window menu. Next, preferences. So preferences, server, runtime environment, server runtime environment, add select Tomcat 9.x, select 9.0. What is next one, guys? Select Tomcat installation folder. Select Tomcat home slash, come on. Select Tomcat home slash web apps folder as the Tomcat installation folder. Tomcat home slash web apps folder as the Tomcat installation folder. Sorry, Tomcat home as the Tomcat installation folder. What is in my computer, guys? D:/Tomcat 9 as the installation folder. After that, what next, guys? After that, what next? Select Workbench JRE. Workbench JRE, finish. Yes, Tomcat server is now linked with Eclipse, guys. Now we can start the Tomcat. We can stop the Tomcat from Eclipse itself. Over. Step number 3. Create a dynamic web project. Create a dynamic web project in Eclipse IDE. Create a dynamic web project in Eclipse IDE. Create a dynamic web project in Eclipse IDE. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Create a dynamic web project in Eclipse IDE, boss. Simply in what? Eclipse IDE. Let's see that. Let's see that. Create dynamic web project in Eclipse IDE. Shall we observe that or how to deal with that, guys? Come on. Okay. Now listen. Close all editors. File, new, dynamic web project. Name of the project you have to give. Project name, any name you can give. Okay, fine. I will give the number. What is this? Something system sysprops app. Sysprops app. What is the total number, boss? First HTML, then date app, then mime app, yesterday wish app. This I will make it as 5. It's a fifth application now, guys. I hope I'm right. Fifth application. What is this? HTML2 servlet. Yeah, some name I am giving, boss. Nothing else. Some name I am giving. Okay. Select Tomcat 9. Select so that everything will be synced to Tomcat. This is default. Leave it. Anything default, I don't take. Hmm. Classes folder should get. I want to see web.xml coming. Save finish. Save finish. You will get one directory structure. It is not at all deployment directory structure. That is directory structure given for programmers. When you run the application, then deployment directory structure will be generated dynamically. Okay, what you see is not directory structure, guys. Is not deployment directory structure. It is given for the sake of programmer. Okay, I'll highlight important things. Web content is there to place public area web components, and SRC is there to place Java classes in packages. This is public area. This is this remaining all web.xml anyhow there. But this is not deployment directory structure. This is Eclipse Project Explorer, Eclipse project structure given for programmer. So the real deployment directory structure will be generated when you run the application. At least now you understood why I have not introduced Eclipse so far. If I introduce Eclipse, you never know what is deployment directory structure, guys. Because every day you'll work with this folder, we will think that these are directory structures. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's the reason I have taken time. Some idiots don't understand that one. Sir, Eclipse, sir. Sir, Eclipse, sir. Sir, Eclipse, sir. I have conducted so many batches, boss, with a lot of great success rate. Leave it. How to teach, what to teach, in what, which order to teach you. Please leave it to me. Create dynamic web project in what? Eclipse IDE. Okay, guys. File menu here. File menu, new, dynamic web project. Project name. Project name. Any name you can give. Okay. Project name. Select Tomcat server. Select Tomcat server. Arrow next. Arrow finish. Select Tomcat server. Arrow next. Arrow finish. Sorry. Select Tomcat server next. Again next. Select web.xml. Select web.xml finish. Okay. Step number 4. Understand the Eclipse dynamic web project directory structure. Dynamic web project directory structure. Note 1. Okay. This directory structure is not deployment directory structure. That's one thing. This directory structure is not deployment directory structure. That's a point 1. Point 2. This directory structure is not deployment directory structure. This is, okay, this is Eclipse project structure to place different components. to place different components. This is Eclipse project structure. Eclipse project structure to place different components. Understanding my statement? This is Eclipse project structure to place different components. This is Eclipse project structure to place different component. When we run this application, when we run this application, the deployment directory structure will be generated dynamically. The deployment directory structure will be generated dynamically. Cool, guys. I hope you understood my point here, guys. Come on. The deployment directory structure will be generated dynamically. Okay, boss. The deployment directory structure will be generated dynamically. Everyone understood my point there or not there, guys? Come on. Now listen. Java resources slash src folder is given to place Java packages with classes or servlet components. Classes or servlet components. Next one. Java resources slash src folder is given. Src folder is given to place, come on, Java packages with classes slash servlet components. Oh, what is the next one, guys? Web content folder is given to place public area web components. Web components like JSP, HTML, images, and etc. Images and etc. Which folder, guys? Web content folder. Okay. Java resources slash src folder is given for which purpose, guys? This purpose. Okay. Okay. Everyone understood my point here, guys? Come on. Right. So this is step number 4, guys. This is step number 4, etching. I hope you understood these things, right? Okay. Next, develop the web components. Develop the web application. What is this? Develop the web application having web components. Develop the web application having web components. New package. com.nt.servlet. com.nt.servlet. Now I have to develop the application. What is the application we want to develop, guys? Okay, guys. When we click on hyperlink, it should give me all the system properties. What is the application we want to develop? Here is my browser, guys. Okay. Here is my page.html, guys. Here is my page.html. Here is my sys properties. Here is my sys properties. Here is my browser window. Nice. Here is my web server. Yes, guys. Here is my web application. Here is my web server. Here is my web application. Here is my web server. Here is my web application. What is this? Sysprops. Sysprops app HTML to servlet. Yes, guys. Okay. Fetch sysprops servlet. Fetch sysprops servlet. Okay, guys. When we click on hyperlink, request goes to this. From there, this one. This is my request, guys. This is number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. Number 4. Here is my final response. Final response. Dynamic web page. This is final response, that is dynamic web page. Here all system properties should come. Now listen carefully. We have a direct method, guys, doing that work. What is that, you know? Properties props. I think you know properties is a subclass of java.util.hash table. It is a map collection. Come on. Which allows only strings as keys, only strings as values, right? System.get properties. What is next, guys? System.get properties. This is the method we are having, guys. What's the one we are having? System.get properties. System.get properties. Super boss. Properties props is equal to system.get properties. Are you getting my point there or not? Okay. Request 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, dynamic web page. Here all system properties will be displayed, guys. Here all system properties will be displayed. That's it. Properties props is equal to system.get properties, guys. Right, boss. Properties props is equal to system.get properties. Are you getting my point there or not? Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my dynamic web page. Here all my system properties are there. Nice, boss. Here is my web.xml file. This is my source page. See, by default, some content is coming, boss. Okay, if you are interested, you can keep it. Otherwise, you can remove it. That's up to you. Okay. Right now, shall I start the development of the application? Okay, I'll give directory structure. Don't worry. First, I will go to web content folder to place public area components, guys. Web content folder. Yes, right click. What's the name? HTML page.html. If not interested, take something else, not a issue. Save, finish. Page.html. And the beautiful thing is you can see the preview also. Preview of the code also you can see. Bit slow, don't worry. Sometimes it happens. Oh, this much slow now. Yeah, today morning onward system is a bit slow. I don't know why. Yeah, we got it, guys. You try to open this page.html web page editor. Web page editor. You can see the preview of the code also. Whatever you write here, you can see the preview here. That's another beauty of this Eclipse IDE, guys. If you want, you can get more content over there. Yes. Let's see. H1 style color colon red text hyphen align center. Text hyphen align center. HTML2 servlet communication using hyperlink. Okay, guys, you can see the preview there, but you have to open with the web page editor. H3 href is equal to H3 href is equal to what is the request URL? Array, that fetch system properties servlet will have some URL. Na? Okay. Yes. Local host port number. I think this Tomcat is running on which port number? 2525. What is the web application name, guys? This is the web application name. Okay, give it. I'll give shorter version also, don't worry. Slash props URL. I'm assuming servlet URL pattern is props URL. Get all system properties. Get all system properties. Yes, everyone understood my point here, guys. Easier, not easier. Get all system properties. Nothing great here. Okay. Just you have to take a hyperlink. That's it. Nothing special, nothing great. Just you have to take hyperlink. Okay. Preview is also coming here. But I want to have a hyperlink. See this, when you see preview, only the title is coming. Preview. Hyperlink is not coming. So what I want H3 effect, but along with that, I want hyperlink effect also. A open and closing hyperlink has come. In that one, what we do is H3 open and closing. So both effects will come. Yes, both effects will come. Right, boss? Right. Now I have to develop the servlet component, guys. What is the name of the servlet we decided to take? Fetch sys properties servlet. New class. Here, right, servlet option is there. Don't use class option only. When I introduce annotations based servlet programming, then we use that servlet option. As of now, you please prefer working with class option only. right click on class. I think you can create these small things. To create HTML file, right click on the folder, new HTML. To create a class, right click on the package. What package you want to create, that one, this one. So just go to correct location, right click, you will get option to do, select it. Tell me guys, fetch sysprops servlet. Sysprops servlet. What is the super class? HTTP servlet, guys. The super class that I want to take is HTTP servlet. The super class that I want to take is what? HTTP servlet. Yes, guys. Here is my service method, guys. Here is my service method. Tell me. Public void request comma response. Yes, boss. Public class fetches its property servlet extends HTTP servlet. Cool. Tell me here. Get print writer. Print writer PW is equal to res dot get writer. Yes, I'm going to get the print writer object. Set response content type. Res dot set content type. Text slash HTML. Res dot set content type text slash HTML. Cool now, boss. Come on. Text slash HTML. Fine. Get system properties. Get all system properties. Yes, guys. Next. Properties props is equal to system dot get properties. Properties props is equal to system dot get properties. Yes, this will give all the system properties, guys. No. Okay, now tell me, what is this properties class, guys? It is subclass of java.util.hashtable. Hashtable class. Come on. It is the subclass of java.util.hashtable class. Okay. It is allowing only strings as keys and values. As keys and values. Okay. It allows one strings and tell me, guys, when you call system.get property is a static method, guys. That's why you're able to call. One thing you blindly remember, all variables in system class are static, or all variables in system class are what? Static. Come on. No doubt in that. All variables in system class are what? Static. All methods in system class are static, guys. So it returns properties collection having all the keys and values, boss. Simply having all the keys and values. Got it now, boss? Right. So now I want to display them. Yeah, every collection nowadays is having toString method, guys. Using toString method, we can happily display all the values, right? Okay. Write output to response object. Write output to response object. Yes, guys. Now tell me. pw.println props. pw.println props. Anyhow, toString will be called on that. Happily you can go for. Then what is this? Close stream. Yes, once everything is over, I would like to close the stream, guys. What is that? Once everything is over, I would like to close the stream. Okay, this is IDE problem, guys. Even though we kept a comment like this, it is still not recognized. Sometime color issue will come. Close the stream. Over, guys. Compared to previous one, this is very easy. No condition, nothing. Get the system property and display. Service method. Right. End of the class. Okay, boss. Easy na, boss? Anything difficult here? Dead easy means dead easy. Now we have to configure this servlet in web.xml file. If you want, you can remove this extra thing. That's up to you. I said, na, we can develop a web.xml by importing schema rules, XSD rules. Right now, I'm developing web.xml by importing schema rules. How can you say this, sir? See, web app -4_0.xsd _4_0.xsd. Say something, my dears. Yes, boss. So this is web.xml by importing XSD rules. So earlier, if you do mistake or wrong tags, until we deploy, error will not come. But only those tags that are there here. You do wrong tag, you write message tag. Okay, before deployment, ID itself gives error. Multiple annotation found at this line. So because we're importing XSD rules, no, that's why. Okay, already web app tag is there. Sir, what is the first line? This is called XML prologue. Okay, XML prologue. Array in Eclipse XSD not coming up. Maybe you are not using JWE module XSD. Please don't do parallel practicals. If you do parallel practical, one problem is there. What is that? You will get error somewhere and you will think only that error and you never think further. You never listen further. Don't do that mistake. Okay, this is XSD was optional, but if you have recommended, it's optional but recommended to place. Servlet opening, servlet name, servlet opening, servlet name, fetch, servlet class, com.nt.servlet. Fetch syspros. Okay, servlet. Okay, props, right? We'll change in the class name also. What is there in that? Props. Since it's a public class, file name and class name should match. Okay, UTF means what are the characters that are allowed? UTF, some character set, guys. UTF character, a lot of character sets are there. Okay, whatever characters are there in that character set, those characters are allowed. This is XML prologue. This is importing XSD. Okay, encoding UTF-8. Whatever characters are allowed in this UTF-8 range character set, okay, all the characters can be used over here. Next, we have servlet mapping tag, guys. Servlet mapping tag. Then we have servlet FETCH. Fetch. Then URL pattern. What is this? Props URL. URL pattern, then props URL. Everyone got the clarity, guys? Come on. Right. Props URL. I think we are ready with web application. You don't believe you completely done our web application development. Okay, boss. I'll give the code and all this stuff. Okay. No, let's run the application. I'll give the steps and all this stuff. Running is also very easy. See, You need not to start the Tomcat. You need not to deploy. You need not to compile. You need not to create deployment directory structure. You need not to verify. Everything is taken care by Eclipse. You simply say right click on the project, run as, run on server. Which server? Tomcat server. Cool. Say next. Say finish. Observe, server cannot be because our ports are invalid. Open the editor and invalid port numbers. Yeah. What should I do if I get this kind of error, guys? It's saying invalid port number. Open the server tab, double click on it. Okay. Double click on it. Okay. Here some empty port number is, this is fine, but here some empty port number is there. Admin port number. Give some number, 8090, any number, but try to give some meaningful number. That's it. Okay. Just click on save over. Click on save over. Right click, run on server, say next, say finish. Yes, allow access. Allow access. Right, guys. See, internal browser. Internal browser. Browser is also internal browser. Okay, here you give request to page.html. HTML to servlet communication using hyperlinks. Cool, guys. Get all system properties. Yes, all the system properties are displayed here. You want to see that? Java.specification.version 14. This is configured to Eclipse. Sun.cpu.is a list, AMD 64. Encoding this, class path this. Okay, now all the stuff. And again, you will get complete information about the current system. Complete information about the current system. Understanding my point there, right? Okay. You want to get client system properties, then you have to use JavaScript. Now these are server system properties only. Gives system properties. Okay. If you want to print line by line, you have to use iterators. Map collection iterators are there now. You can work with them. Give system properties. System properties of the underlying machine. Underlying machine or computer. Underlying machine or computer, like Java version, OS name, OS version, and etc. OS version and etc. Cut it. Yes, guys. Yeah, if you know iterators, you can go by iterators concept. Fine, boss. Okay, maybe I have not added hyperlink. Better to add one home hyperlink. Add home hyperlink. Add home hyperlink. Are in as graphical home hyperlink, home as graphical hyperlink. Add home graphical hyperlink. I want to see image. Graphical hyperlink. Yes, image means first of all I have to keep image now, boss. So here public area means web content, guys. Okay, public area means web content. Let's see, guys. First, let me download the home hyperlink from the internet. Okay, home png, home png, all pngs, guys. Images home. Okay, a lot of images are there. Copy this. Copy this. Is there any chance to paste like this? Paste. No, nothing is coming. So what we do is we have to save in a file. File, save image as somewhere in the desktop. I will save, guys. What is this? Home. It's coming as JPG image. Huh? Okay, fine, no problem. I want to save it as a PNG. No option. Huh? Okay, home. Like let's take home only. Just take home. Yeah, if it is PNG. Okay, fine. Show in folder. Yes, we have a home this. Copy this, copied. Come here, say paste. Under web content folder, I have placed it. I want graphical hyperlink. Now let's see what is this. pw.println. Array, so far in between open a tag, closing a tag, we have written text content. Instead of that, if you write image, instead of that, if you write image tag, it will come. Let's see, we'll try with that image also. Nowadays, all images are coming like that only. Na? Okay, guys. Ahref, tell me. Home dot GFIF. What is that, guys? GFIF only, na? Anyone remembered? Yeah, GFIF home. This one. This is text hyperlink. Text. Home comes as a text. No, sir. Oh, sorry. Mistake is mine. Ahref. You have to give page.html hyperlink. http:// localhost. What's the port number, guys? 2525. What is the name of the web application, guys? What is the name of the web application? Paste, guys. Name of the web application, guys. Tell me. Sysprops app5 HTML to servlet. Next. Okay. Page.html. Yeah, this is a text hyperlink. No, I want to see the image. IMG is equal to, come on. IMG is equal to, what is the image? Home.gfif. Home.gfif. Right, boss. src home.gfif. And I don't want to get in the same line. I want to have a new line. Yes, here we are closing the stream. Is that clear, guys? Come on. Are you comfortable? Ahref page.html URL. Okay. Earlier we used to write home in letters. Instead of that, I am writing IMG tag. That means image will come as a hyperlink. Image will come as a hyperlink. When you click on image hyperlink, request will go. Right. Now let's see this. Yeah, image format may give disturbance. If it is giving disturbance, we'll change the format. Saves, because some browser won't support some formats, you know that. Sir, I don't want to use internal browser. I want to use Chrome browser. Yes, for that also option is there. Don't worry. I'll show that option also. Okay, here is my page.html, guys. Right. Get all system properties. Nice, guys. Oh, image is not coming. Actually, hyperlink is working, but image is not appearing. Did you notice it? Okay, home.gfif. Okay, leave it. We will look for what? Home.png file only. PNG file only. Okay. PNG home icon. Home icon. PNG home icon. It is a JFIF, PFIF, boss. 1 minute. Mistake also happened from my side. Huh? It is a JFIF. What I have written here? What I have written here? GFIF. Okay, let me try with JFIF. Okay, let me try with JFIF. See, When I'm doing modification, I'm not worried about recompiling, reloading kind of big things. Right click, run on server, say next, save finish. Changes will be recognized automatically, guys. The changes will be recognized automatically. Okay. What is this? Page.html. Get system properties. That's cool. Yes, image has come. Earlier extension mistake. Hyperlink. See outside normal pointer, when you click on it, hand symbol. So graphical hyperlink is working or not working. It is what, JF. But what is industry's practice, you know? Industry's practice is, okay. Industry's practice is keeping all images in a separate folder. What is that folder? Images folder. Images folder. Okay. That is the industry regular practice, guys. Images folder. Images home.jfif. Right, boss. Here is my what, guys. If that is the case, here you should write images slash home.jfif. Images slash home.jfif. Understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Right. Stop this. Right click, run on server, say next. Because so many images are there. I don't want to see they are disturbing the actual code. Then it's better to keep in images folder. Okay. Page.html. That's fine. Came here. Image has come. This time it has collected from where, guys? This time it has collected from where? Page view source. View source. Lastly, images. See? Page.html. Images slash home. Like this, all JavaScript files in one place, all CSS files in one folder, all images in one folder. That's a not compulsory, but that's the industry standard. Generally, industry follows that standard. I think you enjoyed Eclipse-based development. Life becomes easy. No compilation worries. Modification done will recognize dynamically. Server will start dynamically. Browser will open dynamically. Sir, I don't like this internal browser. I want to use some Chrome kind of browser. Life definitely becomes easy, guys. Browser, here you have to choose the browser. Chrome. Default is internal browser here. Right click, run on server, say next, say finish. This time, where the output is coming, guys? Where the output is coming? In the Chrome. Okay. Page.html. Get all system properties. Done. Get all system properties. Done. Yes, Saitesh, we didn't say na page.html should be taken as welcome file. So without typing web component name only, it will pick up the web component. Wait for a few days, I will show how to make certain web page as welcome page. Welcome page. Use common sense, Ra Babu. Without giving servlet URL pattern, servlet will execute automatically. Yeah? What a expectation, guys. If you want that, you should do something. Someone is asking, sir, I should not type page.html, that should execute automatically. How does it know it should execute automatically? Some extra configurations we have to do. Wait for a few days, you will get it. But this is not a surprising thing. Earlier also, if you want to execute HTML file, we have to type HTML file name. If you want to execute servlet, we have to type URL pattern of the servlet. I don't know why you people are highlighting that one separately. Okay. So this is done. Images folder. Yes. This is the directory structure. This is the directory structure, guys. No need of having servlet-api.jar because while creating web project itself, we have taken Tomcat server has underlying server, so no need of adding separately. Page.html, guys. This is my page.html. Say paste. Fetch servlet dot. Ritesh Malia is asking how to find out Tomcat port number. Server.xml, guys. From server.xml, find out. Shame on you. All these things we discussed in the initial days. Remembered? I hope you forgotten it. Just recollect. Server.xml for username, password, contact. Tomcat-users.xml. Remember that. Don't forget things like that, boss. Step number 6. Step number 6. Run the application. Run the application. Right click on the project. Okay. Pankaj, if you want to see input and output on the same browser, okay, you have to use Ajax or frame support. You will get in the coming classes. Either you have to use Ajax and this one. Right click on the project. Right click on the project. Run as. Okay, run as. Select Tomcat 9 server. Next, finish. Yes, guys. This process, this will do. This will do following things dynamically. Following things dynamically. Yeah. These This will do following things dynamically. Compilation of servlet. Okay, guys. Okay, process there, clearly there. Read the document, you will get the process. Fine. This will follow the compilation of servlet components. Next one, creating deployment directory structure. Next, starting Tomcat server. Deploying the web application. Opening the browser. and okay, showing the initial URL. Opening the browser and showing the initial URL. Okay, guys. Now, reloading will happen when you modify the web application. I think you can practice this stuff, guys. Easier, not easier. Okay. To change to your choice browser. Your choice browser. To change to your choice browser. How to change to your choice browser? Window menu, web browser, select the browser. Window menu, tell me. Web browser, select the browser. Cool, guys. I hope you enjoyed this point, guys. Come on. I hope you thoroughly understood these statements, guys. This is what we need to focus, boss. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Yeah, steps you don't worry. Install, launch, create, configure server, create dynamic web project, understand the directory structure. Accordingly, you create packages, develop the components. Lastly, run the application. You are least bothered about remaining things. Everything is taken care by Eclipse. Okay, tomorrow I'll prove that. Okay, Eclipse itself dynamically creating directory structure and deploying the application. I hope you can do it. Practice 1-2 days. Now onwards, 90% applications I will teach through Eclipse only. So anyhow you'll habituate. But if you practice today, it will be double confirm. Every day we are going to work with Eclipse, guys. Thank you. Have a nice